Hey y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm here. I am here. Okay, so we're going to be talking about, you know, economically benefiting while dating. It's a fancy way to say how to date and get money. So, first of all, um, there's nothing wrong with that at all, just so you can understand. There's nothing wrong with doing anything for economic benefit if everyone involved is okay and happy with it. Okay. If everybody involved is, signing off on the same thing, it's okay. So why date or why get with someone who cannot benefit you economically? Because right now, that's where a lot of people are suffering or needing more improvement in. So if you want to improve your economic status or your economic, you know, um, interest, you're going to have to only deal with improving your economic status. And that includes who you date and how you date. Okay. So if a lot of people are saying, oh, I want to be, living a nice lifestyle, I want to have money, I want to be here in 5 years, well, then you have to date like that as well. You got to also choose men according to how you want your life to end up. So, if you're going to date, you need to date someone that's going to help you push you to the next level economically. And that is perfectly fine with so many men out there. And it's perfectly absurd with other men. So, depending on which ones you meet, you have your standards, they have their limits. So, whichever one you run into, you'll know who they are. You'll know by how they speak if they want to be beneficial in your life or detrimental, and then you can act accordingly. Um, so if they don't want to be beneficial, then they don't meet your standard. Quickly move on. There is no gray. There's no gray. If they're not beneficial to you, then move on. There's no gray area. Not when it comes to certain things. If you're a company and you're hiring employees, you're not going to hire someone who's not beneficial to your company. You know what I'm saying? You're only going to hire people that are going to benefit your business, your company, your legacy, your name. You're not going to hire people that's going to ruin you and run you into the ground. So why would you choose the same? Why wouldn't you choose the same method when choosing someone to date or marry or something like that? Okay. Men choose partners for totally different reasons than women choose partners for. Y'all got to understand that. You can't choose a partner based on how they look or how they make you feel, but after you get married and have kids, start complaining because they don't have any money. You can't do that. Okay. So just understand that right now, that is a very important thing to consider when dating and marrying up or getting into a relationship with. You want to come out of any relationship if it doesn't last better than before you started. You want to come out better after you're married than when you were single. You're always supposed to be improving. If you're not improving, if your life is going down the drain because you're dealing with someone, that's because they're draining you. Okay. And if you're not able to benefit, if you're not flourishing in every way, then you're in the wrong type of relationship or you're dating the wrong person, basically, because they wouldn't, if they were good for your life, they wouldn't be draining you or you wouldn't be going backwards. So it's not um, wrong. It ain't wrong to date to benefit yourself economically. In fact, it's actually the correct way because men are providers. And if they don't think that that's their role, then they are not the type of man that is ready for a woman or a family or even dating. Okay. They haven't grown into their role yet. And if you haven't grown into your role yet, don't pretend and have them trying to play a role that they're not fit to play. That's just it. You know. Um, so and I'm not talking down against men. I'm just saying those who are ready to play their role, step up and play the role perfectly. No issues at all. The ones who are not ready to play their role, but want to, benefit from a relationship and not offer anything to benefit, the woman is not ready to play their role. Okay. They're still playing, house. They're still playing, teenage puppy love stuff. That's not real. Right. So those type of people need to date people that are not really serious, who are just looking for, someone to pass the time until they meet the real man that they want to be with. But I wouldn't even really deal with that because time is of the essence, and I wouldn't even deal with people unless I'm, in my teenage years or early college years, and then after that, it's serious from that point on. Like I'm not wasting any more time on men who aren't ready to fulfill their roles. So that's what I feel needs to really be the mentality of a lot of women these days, because y'all are wasting a lot of time, energy, and creating a lot of men who think that they're not supposed to be providers anymore. Okay, if that was just the standard for everyone, then that would be done. Just point blank, it would be done. Think about other countries. Okay, so I was on some Facebook meme yesterday, and this guy was saying all the women are hoes and this, and that. And I was saying, well, it takes a man to create a hoe. There cannot be hoes without men. Well, y'all don't have to act like hoes. You have free choice. I said, yeah. And and we have free will. So in order for me not to be a hoe, or a single woman in America not to be a hoe, we have to be married before we engage in intercourse. So are you telling me in order to get sex from a woman, you're going to go marry her so to prevent her from being a hoe? That's not the point. That's not the point. You're not, you're going off course. No, we're not. You want to talk hoe? Okay. Go to another country, especially in the Middle East. There's no premarital sex and there is no hoes. They have to fly hoes in. Okay. You got to fly hoes in. There are no hoes. If they are, they're super secret undercover hoes. And you got to look and dig and have a secret code or something. But if you don't want to see hoes, then be a provider. Step up to your role as, provider. If you can't, then, go play with someone who's not ready to settle down and who just, wants something to play with. Most people will do that in their younger years before they, get serious about their lives. It makes zero sense for a grown man out here still acting like, they're not a provider, still acting like a little kid with their hand out. So my feeling is if you don't know your role as a man, provider, protector, father, husband, boyfriend, long-term boyfriend, whatever, if that's not what you're leading up to, don't approach women that expect that out of their life or try to talk them out of their own standards. Just because you can't match or reach the standards of a certain woman doesn't make her bad. It just makes you lack. You're lacking the standards that she requires. So therefore, you do not qualify. Move on. Okay. It's just like a job. You're not going to go apply for, some type of engineering job when you don't even haven't even graduated high school. You're not going to have what it takes to fulfill that job, that career. You're going to strike out. So you wouldn't even apply. Well, what we have here are, people that have, figuratively dropped out of high school applying, at a engineering firm. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So stay in your lane. And, most men who understand that, they don't come to a woman with high standards. They don't come to her incorrect. They come to her, with everything that she requires. And that's why, stuff works out better than with a dusty dude who's not ready to step up to their role as a male provider and protector. So if you're not ready yet, then just date for fun. Date the young girls who are just trying to have fun, who aren't trying to, give them your tax give them your tax returns and, babysit you and, move you in from your mom's house or go half on you with the date, go play with go play with them who are not serious yet. And then when they start looking at other men, with higher standards, don't be surprised if you get left or cheated on or leveled up on, because if you're at the bottom, you're always going to get cheated on. You're always going to get stepped on to get to the next level, because women don't really want men that can't provide. They're always going to be looking for the next step, for the next man who can fulfill the role as a male provider. And the only type of women, oh, thank you so much for the donation. Only type of women that are looking at men who can't provide are the ones that can't get a man to provide. So they take anything and they're desperate. Thank you, Annabella. Oh, thank you too. Love you too, girl. Thank you, girl. So, anybody who's fighting to keep a dusty is only fighting to keep a man because they fear not ever being able to have one. So if you're not even in that category, thank goodness. And if you are, you need to level up, get out of that category, because women are supposed to be provided for. That doesn't mean you have to be helpless. You can start your own company. You can take the money that you're benefiting from in the relationship and invest it into something. You can start your own online, whatever. You can start your own physical business, whatever. I have plenty of women who have started dating men with money and have taken that money and invested it. And now they have their own online businesses, real businesses, e-commerce, storefronts, some of them, real estate and all that stuff. Why? Because they're benefiting from their dating. And therefore, they're economically benefiting themselves as well as their future generations. Even if that relationship doesn't work out, they're good. You see? So a lot of women will never, ever, ever date a man who cannot economically benefit them, because it's a waste of their time. If a man doesn't have it, he's not the man for you. You see? He's the man for someone else who's desperate for anything with a pulse. He's not the man for you. Okay. And the reason why this has to happen is because there's too many people walking around with broke poverty mentality. And if you link up with a broke poverty mind, you're going to have a broke poverty family and broke poverty children, unless they get out of it and break the cycle. Do not keep it going by dating 50-50 men or broke men or non-providers. Don't keep it going. End it. Okay. Do not procreate with 50-50 men. Okay. They can't afford children. Why in the world would you procreate with someone that can't even afford to take you out? Thank you, Jenny C. What do you think about a 32-year-old man with baby fever, always talking about love, wanting marriage, and 5 kids? I don't think he can afford it. Tell him, well, when you make that million, baby, we got it. We can't afford 5 kids unless you're a millionaire. That's what you need to tell them. Get that money up. Thank you, Jenny C. Get that money up so we can have our kids. After you make your first meal, I'm all down. What you gonna do? Put the incentive out there. Okay, half a meal, we can have 2 kids, maybe 3. Okay, for them 5, we need the meal. So give them incentive. Oh, baby fever ain't nothing when it comes down to paying bills. Bill fever is worse. And you're like, oh. And he gonna leave you with all 5 kids? You need $1 million so that when you divorce or you file child support, you good. Okay. So, so please stop procreating with these 50-50 dudes. Just don't even bother. It's like a waste of space. They're never going to get it together. And you need to realize that you can't fix a man. He got to fix himself. Okay. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Lauren Hill got left with 5 kids and never got a ring. Now he's engaged. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I heard that. Hmm. So no more 50-50 dudes. No more what you bring to the table dudes. No more my mama did this dudes. No more please continue the poverty cycle with me dudes. If you can't do nothing, step. You don't deserve a woman, yet let alone a wife or a family if you can't get it together by then. You know. Um, go play with the little girls who not looking for nothing yet. Don't step to a real woman. Go play around. And by the time, you get yourself together, if you get yourself together, and then when you can afford it, approach someone, with standards if you can meet them. Right. Yeah, we not settling down for the brokies no more. That was the mistake number one. If you can't prove yourself, then I don't want you as my baby's father. I don't want you as my husband. I don't want you as the mentor to my child. I'm sorry. If you can't get your life together, you can't teach my child nothing. We can't teach our child a thing if you can't get your life together. So you don't qualify as a father. You don't qualify as a husband if I can't depend on you, if you can't do something for myself that I can't do. Okay? I don't need you at that point. So you got to really, really, really keep this in mind, ladies. Do not go backwards. Do not repeat the cycle. Get out of it and move up, and they will follow. Just like there can be no hoes if there are men not making hoes. There can be no 50-50 dusties if women stop sleeping with them. Okay? You want better choice of men? Stop sleeping with broke men. That's just it. Thank you. The lovey lane. Tips on finding a surgeon in Houston. Go to the hospital, baby. Look cute, make an appointment, walk around in a circle, ask one to help you find your way. Play the damsel in distress. Thank you, Apollonia, for the donation. Ooh, thank you, girl. Appreciate it. So, no more. No more entertaining broke men, not even in public. You see a broke man walk up to you, quickly excuse yourself. Okay? We don't even want to be around that. Why? Because it's not our standards. Why waste time? And it's not being evil. It's not being snooty. It's not being this. It's just understanding what you want in life and not entertaining something that's not on that path. That's it. That's all it is. Good afternoon. Hey, Gabriel. Thank you. Just stopping by to show love. Hey, happy Monday. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate that. He always coming by. Thank you, Gabriel. So yeah, you always got to keep it on the path that you want your life to be on. You can't stray from the path. If you have a 5-year plan or a vision of your future, but you're entertaining something on a totally different path, then you're off your path. Do a man come back if you stop talking to him? If he really wants you. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, if he really wants you, because he's gonna wonder what's going on. Thank you, Kanga Yoga. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Is it wrong to leave a man who's providing for you but not as much as you need? Um, Nothing is wrong if you can replace it or if you can do better. Nothing is wrong with growth. If that's what you truly want to do. If you're not happy with that person and you just want to move on because you want to do better in life and that's not where it is, and you'll never be happy, it's not wrong because you're only doing what's beneficial to you. You have to live with yourself. If you don't regret it, then that means it's not wrong, especially if you're not happy there. Okay. Right. You can benefit from anybody. Wildwoods, can you financially benefit from a male friend? Of course. all the time. Mhm. Um, what do you think about men who only want to date their financial equal so the wife doesn't get half in the divorce? I think as long as he pays for everything, it's fine with me. She can make just as much money as you, but she doesn't need to be spending it. It could go directly into her account, into a business, or whatever. But when it comes to dating and providing, that man needs to be the provider, or he won't get respect. And the divorce will be faster than he planned. Okay. Mhm. Right. Or marry someone below your standards who's desperate to be married. They'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? You can't marry your equal as far as looks or um, I want to say standards as far as life or lifestyle because you got to marry someone uglier than you and who's desperate to have a man in order for them to be your equal. You know what I'm saying? And to respect you, I forgot to say. Oh, and to respect you for being a 50-50. And that's not going to look good on your arm. And that's not going to look good for your status. You're just going to look mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Not going to help you shine any brighter. It's not going to help you feel any bigger or um, important. You're just going to feel like you settled just so you could go 50-50 with somebody and still have respect. So you're not going to be happy, basically. You're going to be cheating and you're still going to get divorced. And if the lady finds this channel, you still going to get got because I'll teach her how. Mhm. Just hope she don't find my channel. Just block my channel on all things before you get married. That's my best advice for you. Prior to marriage, block all my videos on Facebook and on YouTube, on all computers in the house. You should be safe. Unless someone sends it to her at work while she's working. Um, mhm. So anyway, for those of you who understand what I'm trying to tell you, don't date broke men. Thank you for listening. You'll thank me later. Broke men get paid. That's my best advice. Find a way to make more money. Get a skill. Get a degree. Start a business. Whatever it takes to get you some money. That's what you should be doing. Um, right. And I think that's what most people don't realize. Men should not even be trying to date if they are broke. A broke man need to be finding money, not women. Women are only going to lead to your problems if you're broke. Women cost money. You don't have money. So what you're doing is getting into debt. It's just like getting a credit card when you have no job. Okay? It doesn't make sense. Get the money, then you get the women, then you get the power, then you get the respect, then you get the woman. Wait, did I say that out over? Get the money, get the power, get the woman. Women don't like broke men. Okay? Unless they're desperate and take anything. And you don't even want those type of women. Okay? Because I see them all in the comments on Facebook. What do you bring to the table? It's always these ugly women with a long list, and none of them get likes, none of them get DMs. It's always the one that says nothing. That's always getting the comments. Okay? Because they don't see y'all because y'all don't exist to them because They don't want y'all. They want someone like with high standards that's stupid. Okay. They want the look, but don't want to pay. So, you know, they're not lining up for pick Mishas, you know, not for long term. They might ride their back and help them, let them help them build and then go get the woman they want, like I always say. But they're not in that for the long run. Oh, any woman can come and take that man away if she truly wanted to. Okay. Just like on the Muhammad Ali movie with Will Smith. You know, if a woman can take you from a if a woman can take you away from the current woman that you're with, you settled. Okay. And you settled. That's why it was easy to take. So easy to take. You know, Layla Ali's mom got him quick because it was easy. And the sad thing is, women don't realize this while it's even happening to them. Men are visual creatures. They're always going to be visual creatures unless they go blind. Okay. They'll either cheat, get in trouble cheating, or leave the type of woman that they truly don't want and that they settled for. You know? So, believe me, I know there are these so-called men that are married. Well, they are married, and to these type of women, that built them up, helped them out. Even some of them are spiritual or whatever, but they still in everybody's inbox looking for something. So understand that. And the whole point is, that's a man. You can't be mad at that. That's just what men do. They are visual creatures. So it's windy outside. So they're visual creatures all the time. They might pretend to be this way and pretend to be that way, but they're going to eventually give in to their nature, especially when they get older and they have, that midlife crisis laying on their shoulder. They're going to be like, shoot, I'm not going to live for another 15 years. I might as well do what I want. I might as well, get out there, see if I still got it, have one more last hurrah. And that's usually when they leave that Bob the Builder wife and go get them something young and beautiful that they can now afford, since that Bob the Builder wife helped build them up, help their savings, help their credit score get up. Now they can go live the life they want with that retirement money, with that pension money, with all that money in the bank, and with that good credit now, because Bob the Builder wife built him up for the next woman. And once they do that, then they call you bitter. Oh, you're bitter. You're boring. You never want to do anything anymore. You bring me down. All you do is nag. Then they start telling you about the stuff that they always didn't like about you anyway. Okay. So just understand, don't be a Bob the Builder. Don't get with men who cannot benefit you, or you'll be having, to deal with his midlife crisis when he is about to try to leave you. And it always happens. It always happens. So, Destiny asks, your boyfriend who complains that you act cold sometimes and you're playing hard to get, what do you ask him for? Some money. That always warms the heart. I keep telling y'all, whenever they ask for something that you're not trying to give, ask for something that they're not trying to give, and then they'll stop. Thank you, Ruby Red. Energy is everything. Can't be around broke men when wanting a luxury lifestyle. It won't happen simply because of that. Exactly. Thank you for the donation, Ruby Red. Yeah, you can't be around brokenness if you're trying to get to a certain type of lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying money is everything, but I'm saying poverty is something you don't want to be in. And that's exactly where it's going to lead if you can't benefit from the relationship that you're in as a woman. Okay. So you're a Bob the Builder wife now, and you're wearing makeup and working out because of your videos. Good for you. Now stop paying bills and you'll be good. Just say, I think you need to find a way to pay all these bills now because I think my company is about to lay off a bunch of people. Thank you, Lisa. You're new. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. Welcome. Shoot. Act like you lost your job, about to lose your job. You can't find another job, do the same thing they do. And they want to lay on somebody's couch as a grown man. Thank you, Kango Yoga, again. How to leave my 11-year-old husband with what? Said, girl, you might as well stay and just start your own business on the side. Because I don't even know how to answer that question. It's like you already in it for the long haul. The best thing you can do is get you a sugar daddy on the side while he at home babysitting. That's the best advice I can give you because you're going to struggle financially if you leave with 6 kids, baby. Just go get you something on the side for you, for your pockets. Until maybe he'll give you the money to leave. I don't know. But that's going to be my best advice for that situation. You taught me things my pick-me mother never did. Thank you, Jana. Thank you, Fatima, for the donation. Thanks, Shira. Tips on finding a surgeon in Houston. Oh, I just answered that. Thank you again for the donation. Go to the hospitals, act like you're lost. Go to the surgeon ward and act like you're lost. Ask for help from a surgeon. Fall, let him help you pick him up, or let him help you get up. Look him in the eye. Smell good, look good. He's going to be like, oh, hi. Put yourself out there. Put yourself in front of him. That's how you do it. So, yeah. I'm just being honest. Like, that's the only thing that I can think of. If I have 6 kids and I've been married 11 years, I'm just going to go get me some money from somebody else. But I'm not going to suffer. Thank you, Zimmy, for the donation. You're leaving your dusty this week, Alyssa. Good for you. And don't tell them when you leave it. Just be gone when they come back, okay? Or just stop calling or just ghost. Women that want to discuss themselves leaving, just leave. Why does it have to be a discussion? Just be gone. Hi, Shira. I'm moving to Houston soon. What's a safe and great area? Well, it depends on how old you are and how much money you have. But I would definitely, if you're single, maybe like the Galleria area. If you don't have a lot of money and you're single, definitely move to the outskirts and drive into Houston to go out and stuff. So like maybe the suburbs around Houston that are like maybe 15 minutes outside of Houston and drive in because it's cheaper sometimes to do that. Okay. Right. She says Katy and Sugar Land are good areas. Yeah. How would you raise your son as far as a woman? I mean, I would teach him that he needs to get his money up before he starts dating and that he needs to be financially responsible. If he dates a woman, he needs to pay for everything. If he wants to get serious with her, he needs to have the money in order to support her if she should get pregnant, or if she should get married to him. He needs to be the provider because she will never respect him if he's not. And yeah. And he needs to be able to understand that women and men are very different. Right. Do you have to sacrifice authenticity? It just depends on what that means for you. You know what I mean? Do men like the type of woman you are, or do you often get a bad response from that? If it's a characteristic that they like and aren't threatened by and will spend money for, great, keep it. Mm-hmm. Right. Never discuss leaving because it could be life-threatening. Right. You tell yours the same thing. Good. Did I ever date a Dusty? Yeah, in my teenage years. That it didn't take that long to wise up. Never seriously. I couldn't take broke people seriously because I didn't grow up broke. So you don't take broke people seriously when you didn't grow up broke. You know what I'm saying? If they can't do more than your mom and dad could do for you, or your sister, older sister, or aunts or grandparents, then why are you dealing with them? Yeah, it's like taking a step backwards. Would you move into somebody's house that don't have electricity? Probably not, right? So why would you date a broke person? How can I stand out in Vegas with the women looking like strippers and escorts? Um, don't I don't the best thing I could tell you is to either look like one too, but better, or to go on different side of town where all of that is not, you know, in your face. Go to a small town outside of Vegas. Thank you, Toy Soldier Cheeks. We love you, Shira. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that donation. Um, it's a lifestyle, not a choice. Exactly. Never date someone lower than you, right? How to be motivated again when you don't feel like dating anymore. Um, you don't have to date in order to look your best. You just be out there. Somebody's gonna come up to you. Sometimes that's how you meet people and not even trying. You just always look your best whenever you go out. And they'll find you half the time. You don't really have to always be dating. Just look your best just in case someone wants to ask you out. That's basically it. Hmm. Why men in the Netherlands are so stingy? I heard women there are masculine too, and it's always 50-50. It's just their culture, I guess. Mm. What should you expect from a man in early 20s? Nothing. Movies, popcorn, maybe. Would you pay bills like what? Would you pay a small bill like cell phone or lights? If you want to, but not if I'm married. I mean, unless it's a secret cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Um, Too much competition in Vegas, right? Girl, you don't want to go to any small towns outside of Vegas, maybe Georgia, St. George. I don't know anybody. I don't know anything about small towns of Vegas because I'm not from there, but I just say like the suburb area or something. I don't know. I wouldn't try to date in big cities like that it's too much competition. What if you want a man of means who's also spiritual? I follow your other channel. It's imperative that he know the things I know. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, JM, for the donation, by the way. That's going to be very hard to find. Good luck. Because once you find someone that knows what you know spiritually, usually their mind is not in the game monetarily unless they are an entrepreneur and they got spiritual after they got money, or got money with along with their spirituality. But most men who are spiritual on that level don't have the money to go with it. They don't apply the knowledge. They just learn it and regurgitate it, but they don't apply it. So if they were truly spiritual, they would have that money. Men don't become spiritual truly, they just get inflated ego, right? Yeah. I'm not talking down on guys. I'm just saying maybe that's your job to teach him after that's your job to teach him. Get you a regular old dude with some money. And when he settles down in life and y'all can get to talking and you got the marriage license and the name on the deeds and stuff, you can kind of teach him some stuff if he wants to learn. Okay. Thank you, Queen Amina. Thanks for sharing all the knowledge you have. I've shared several of your videos with my daughters who are 19 and in college. Oh, thank you. I hope they don't make the same mistakes a lot of us have made, due to the videos, because it saves a lot of time and trouble. But thank you for sharing my videos and for the donation. I'm glad that younger girls are getting this information. Am I a feminist? No, because then I would be trying to be a man and compete with a man. I just want their money. They go out and compete with other men and bring me the money. You see? Right. We want to stay home. We want to go get manicures and pedicures. We want to go get facials. We want to relax in the bath and eat bonbons and pick up the kids from school and have lunch with the ladies. Thank you, Fitness Day. I live in New York where can a 35-year-old no children fed up lady go? I tend to still get carded as well. I always say if you live in a big city like that, you have too much competition. Go out of town. Go to the small cities, adjacent. Get out of big cities, Thank you for the donation. Go to the outskirts of town. You're 24, got out of a 5-year relationship with a dusty. Mom is a pick-me. I've leveled all the way up now thanks to you. You've changed my life. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Couture Olivia. I'm so glad. And you're still 24 and young, so you still can, make a lot of things happen. Good for you. Anyway, I just wanted to put this message out there because there's too many women wasting their time with men who can't do a thing for them, and that means you're desperate. I'm just going to say it plain and straight up. If you're dealing with a man who can't do anything for you that benefits your life, you are desperate. Okay? That would be the same thing as a man dealing with a woman who's not giving him any sex. He wouldn't entertain it very long at all, would he? Mm-mm. So why should you if he ain't giving you no money? Walk up to a man and tell him you're celibate. He's not going to ask you out on a date. He's not going to go take you shopping. He's not going to call you back. So why should you date a broke man? It's the same thing as a woman not ever offering sex to that man ever. He would never date you, just like you should never date him if he cannot benefit you financially. If you do, you're wasting time and you're lowering your value and standards. Okay? Right. Well, I'm looking at some of these comments and I'm thinking, yeah. Thank you, Miriam Musa. Hi, Shira. Does unapproachable equal unattractive? No, it just means maybe they feel like they can't afford you, or you look mean, or they're afraid of rejection from you. You're not flirty enough. That's what it could mean. Thank you for the donation. Ella B. Any advice for 22-year-old virgin? I've never even gave my first kiss. I appreciate you. Love your channel. From Italy. Well, it depends on what your mentality is. How is your mental? What do you want out of life? What is your path? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want a lifestyle or do you just want to experience a first kiss? You know, there's a lot you can do with that. A lot. If you are very strategic and you want to use what you have to get you into the lifestyle that you want, well, then you're going to have to go for older men with money and go from there. Okay. Yes. Mhm. What do you do with a single older guy that near retirement with the FAA for years only since Good Morning hasn't offered anything? Block. Say, "Good morning. How are you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a lunch date. Gotta go. Gotta get dressed." Don't bother with them. Okay. They haven't benefited you unless you consider a good morning text beneficial. After the third one, if he hasn't asked you out, block that number. Thank you, Alyssa. I'm at a doctor, but he lives out of state. He's flying me out, but I don't want to do anything physical with him. Idea on how to set boundaries. Get your own hotel room. Have him book your own hotel room separate. Don't stay at his house. Tell him you've always wanted to go shopping at A, B, C, and D, whatever. Look something up in his town. Say, I needed a vacation. Wished it was the Bahamas though, but this will do. There's your boundaries. You ain't getting none. This ain't the Bahamas. Give me my own hotel room. Is basically what you're telling him. My almost ex-husband made six figures and never had to work. You never had to work, but he cheated and got pregnant. But he cheated, got her pregnant, and refused to prove he changed. So I left. Was that wrong? Not really, because all that money was going to go to that child and that other woman anyway. So six figures was going to turn into four figures for you. You know what I'm saying? Um, she was going to benefit more than you because there's no way he could have still allowed you to stay home, barely making, not even making six figures, and then pay for another child and a woman on the side. You were going to get the short end of the stick, probably asked to go to work. What do you think of blocking and no contact? Think it's a good idea. I what do you men that are perusing online are looking for sex. So they're asking you, do you want to sleep with me? That's what that line basically means. What are you looking for? I just want to sleep with you. I can swipe, 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 swipe. I just want sex. I don't take you seriously. I met you online. There's many other girls here. I can go and talk to you. That's all that means. You don't tell them anything. You say, I'm looking for fun and excitement, trips, vacations, spontaneity. I want to live my life. That means they got to pay for you because you live an exciting life and you're not trying to just go to some hotel room, right? And you cost money, not about the cheap thrill, right? Elevate together. Hey, thank you for the donation. My best friend played Bob the Builder and he told her he was leaving. How? No, he would not let her embarrass him with her mediocre ways. Wow. Yep, that's usually what happens. Mhm. How do you ask him to get you a hotel? Ask before you even go there. He already booked the plane ticket. Ask him to book the hotel, separate rooms. Put your standards down. Thank you, Ariel. What type of man with money should single mother in her mid 20s consider? An older man that can totally provide for her and her kid. So I would say 45 and up and up, 45, 48 and up. Forget that. Mhm. Right. If he doesn't book the hotel, cancel the trip. Exactly. Because here's the thing, if you fly out to meet any old dude and stay in his house or in the same hotel room, he's going to think you do that with everybody. So for you to stand out and to look like you have high standards, you're going to ask for the separate hotel room. You're going to ask for, I've always wanted to go shopping here. You're going to know your value before you even get on that plane. And he's going to know your value before you even get on that plane. So he'll start acting different. You know, you set your own value. So to set your value, tell him you need that hotel room and you've always wanted to go shopping at A, B, C, and D. I can't wait to go there and look around at A, B, C, and D. Set your standards before you leave that airport, before you get on that plane. And he'll understand how to treat you once you arrive. He's not going to be hounding you and trying to get sex because he thinks that you do this with every man. And then he's not going to ghost you after you come back because he hasn't reaped the benefit from you yet. You see? So he's invested in you. You visited him. And when he sees you again, it needs to be a vacation that you both want to go on, like somewhere else, not his home state. You see? So that's my advice for that. And he's a doctor. He can get anybody to sleep with him. You know, he's flying you out because that seems easy to him, like you're going to be desperate, like that's a big deal. Um, so just make sure you let him know that you know your value. Okay. Sidebar. Hmm, What? I can't. What do I think about polygamy? I think it's for desperate women unless the man is a multimillionaire. Okay. Yeah. Like, or a billionaire. I'm not going to be with nobody unless I can shop wherever I want, vacation wherever I want, when I want, drive whatever I want. I don't believe in polygamy unless I can have all that. You have to be super paid. Otherwise, I'm just a desperate person that can't find a man of my own. You know what I mean? Mhm. Because if that at that point you won't care because you'll have other things to keep you occupied and you ain't even gonna care, you know? Right. So I would never be as so desperate to get with a man who doesn't, you know, have what it really takes to even be a polygamist in the right way. To me, he's just practicing it because he can't afford it. Seeking Sister Wives was on last night. Right. We're gonna think of dating a guy with very young kids. Nope, won't do it because you're gonna have to deal with his mother, with the baby's mother, and kids being the. You're gonna be like number three. You know, you want to be number three in his life if you get serious. It'll be like kids, baby mother, then you, and all his money is gonna go straight to those kids. So no, he still got to pay for college if his kids are teenagers, and cars, car insurance, brand name clothes, because you know they like those brands when they get to high school, right? Do you think you can attract a man of means with afro hair if you wear a designer outfit and makeup on it's on point? Um, you're gonna have to ask men that question because if they're attracted to that, then of course. But if they're attracted to someone else, or if you see them looking at other people when they're with you, then that might be an indicator. So You're gonna have to ask men. Ask a man. And are they going to take you seriously? Are they just going to want to sleep with you one or two times and ghost you? Are you wife material to them? Are you you got doesn't matter if they're attracted to you. How are they attracted to you? What do they want you for? Where do you fit into their life? Are you disposable or are you long term? Are you wife material? Will they invest in you? So you're going to have to ask all of those questions. And once you get that answer, it doesn't matter if they're attracted to you. Men are attracted to anything with a pulse. You know what I'm saying? But what will they do for you? How can you benefit from them? How long can you benefit from them? That's your question. So, depending on the man, because everyone's different. So it's an individual. Hmm. Oh, sure. Why not? Go marry your dentist. He asked for your number. If y'all hit it off, why not? Right. Hmm. How to look more available when running errands. I work in a very rich area in Paris, and I feel like I'm wasting time not doing anything. Go to all men places. Like when you run your errands, go to where mostly men hang out, like maybe sports bars or places that women really don't frequent. Um, Things like that. But look extra feminine because there'll be less competition and there'll be less women to look at and there'll be more men than there are women and one of them is going to step up and say, hey, can I help you with something, or are you lost, or what are you doing here, blah 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 blah. Walk around the men's clothing stores, go to like shops where mostly men hang out, bars or restaurants where mostly men go. BC. Someone said the casino. So I don't know too much about dating in Europe or France, but good luck. Sometimes I feel like when I suppress my emotions to not be so emotional, I also suppress my feminine energy. Any advice on that? Act. Y'all got to learn how to start acting. You know, um, just think about this. You're not supposed to be 100% genuine. Okay. You're supposed to act. You're catering. Just like if you were a waitress and you go up and you're supposed to say, hi, my name is blah, 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 blah. The specials for tonight are A, B, C, and D. Da, 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 da. That's how you're supposed to be. It has nothing to do with emotions because you don't even know this person enough to give emotion. You know what I'm saying? But you do know how to act feminine. Okay. You know how to put on a flirt. You know how to act. You know how to use a baby voice. You don't even know this person enough to become emotional with them. They haven't even given you any money to even make you feel happy enough to even become emotional. So why are you giving them emotion and they haven't given you a thing? Act. That's all it is anyway. Right? Y'all got to learn how to act for real. It's all an act. Save your emotions for your children. Save them for your family members. Save them for lifetime movies or whatever. But don't waste them on someone who's not investing into you. Okay? Majorly. You're pushing yourself out. Your shyness is actually really fun. Yeah, it is. Because you could be whoever you want to be. Right? Mhm. Please answer for me. I've been with a boyfriend for 3 years and I've always make the first move. Is he into me? And I feel if he's not, why is he still with me? Please tell me. No, he ain't into you, girl. If you always got to initiate, he's not into you. He's waiting on somebody else better to come along that's going he's keeping you for comfort reasons, and then because if he doesn't make the first move, he's not attracted to you. You know what I mean? So I would say level up, become attractive to where he can't keep his hands off of you, and then you can leave him. Okay, or stay with whatever one. But if he's not coming on to you, something's wrong. Okay. Is it wrong because you want to distance yourself from your friend who has some mental issues and some masculine ways? No, it's not wrong. I would then cut him off. If you're trying to get somewhere, you can't take everybody with you. Just leave them where they are. Wish them the best. Call them on Easter, Christmas, Halloween, whatever. Thank you, Kate. What do you do if I'm divorced, mom of two? Have I hit the wall, or can I still attract a quality man? It means I'm 31 and still look good. If you still look good, then you can attract any man. And you don't have to tell everybody you have kids unless they're trying to be their stepdaddy, and you've gotten to know them long time and well enough to let them know. Right. Hmm. Right. What about a 44-year-old man with three small kids but makes six figures? Those six figures, they're going to write to those kids, baby. Okay. Go for somebody whose kids are grown and earning their own money. You don't have to deal with none of that. Plus, they have more money. Okay. Your boyfriend glances at other women. Does that mean I need to level up more, or is it normal? I'm already out of his league. Maybe he's just a looker. Maybe he's just looking. You know, do other men look at you when you go out with him? That's what you need to work on. Have it. He might look at one chick, but if all the men look at you when you're out, then you win. You see? Okay. My Dusty said he doesn't want marriage after we've been together almost 2 years. Time to move on. Yep, time to move on. Don't exit the car with your head down, pretending to be on the phone. Lift your head up and speak and smile. Right. Um, how do you freestyle at a place that's mostly opposite race without looking awkward? Don't don't feel awkward, you know. Walk in there like you own the place. They don't know. Walk in there like you belong there. Walk in there like you're meeting someone there. Walk in there like you come in there every day. I don't let people intimidate me like that. Like, I don't care. Shoot. I'm gonna stand out even more. Right? That means that all eyes are on you. That means you got the attention of the room. Work it. There you go. I always attract dusties because I'm too nice. What to do? Don't be nice. Have your standards. Don't talk to them. Pass them up. Ask them for some money as soon as they approach. Could you buy me a drink, please? Oh, yes. Okay. So, where are you taking me tomorrow? Where are we going? Are you taking me shopping? Because I need to get an outfit if we're going to go out. I need you to pick something cute out and I'll model it for you. We could go just to be an instant gold digger on them and they will disappear real quick. They'll be gone. As soon as you start asking them for money or tell them you got 5 kids, they'll be gone. Okay. Stop being nice and get them out of your way, or else that's all that's going to approach you forever. Get them out of your way. Hmm. Don't sleep with what? Okay. Some men use paying all the bills as an excuse to cheat. Okay. Then you can get all your bills paid and also cheat. It sounds like a win-win to me. So if they use it as an excuse to cheat, then you can use that as an excuse to get all your bills paid and cheat as well. You see? Okay. You know when he cheating, you gonna be cheating. If that's he want an open marriage, go ahead, have an open marriage or open relationship. Just don't tell him about it. If he ain't telling you about it. Okay. If he don't tell you, you don't tell him. It's an unspoken open relationship with all bills paid. It depends on his money, right? If he's paying and you're happy and you got the lifestyle you want, go get the man you really want. Perfect cat. Thank you so much. May I suggest watching Chicago the musical movie? Awesome movie. Much love to all. Yeah, I saw that movie a long time ago when it first came out. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Um, 50-year-old man has a 14-year-old kid. Should I stay away? Um, I'm waiting for the kids either to be grown or for them to already be divorced or already be out of the picture or something like that. But I mean, it's doable because they are almost grown. So it's just a situation you're gonna have to feel out. Does he have enough money and time for you? If the answer is yes, wonderful. If the answer is no, move on. Because that all depends on how much money they have, right? Okay, y'all, I gotta move on. I got stuff to do. But thank y'all for being here. Like for real. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the donations. Thank y'all for the good questions. And remember, don't date unless it's financially, economically beneficial, or else you're moving backwards in life and it doesn't make sense. Okay. Date with a purpose, date with standards. Don't entertain anything less than what is beneficial to you economically. And you will always win. Always. Okay.